Today is Monday, July 28th. That's what the week is looking like. So we do have this first presented, but a new week opening gap right here. We almost went up to one standard deviation before we get an official retracement. I am bullish. We went to this fair value gap here. Just a bullish order block, ran up, came down to it again, kind of like a few times and ran up. Yes, we are definitely bullish on the ES, given how we just ran up there. So, um, Nasdaq or Dow looking bullish as well. Okay. So daily we're bullish, so we could go to the hourly, take a look at what we got. So I am in a position, so we're looking. Stop loss is here at this high. That's the high of the new day, new week opening gap. Displacement below these Rotico lows looks good. I have it way down here though. I'll show you what that looks like over here. So that's essentially coming for Friday's AM session lows is where I have my take profit. That's if it gets there. It might not. It might just come down to this bullshit order block here on the hourly, and then I don't know, consolidate for the rest of the morning session. But uh, only in with one contract, so it's not a barn burner. uh, and then we have the previous day highs. Although this should be the previous day highs, right? Yeah, it should be the previous day's high right here. Let's go to daily. Yeah, so that's that. So T here, I'm gonna get rid of. So again, on the daily, you know, it's just a daily bullish order block down here, which I don't have it marked out. Um, I don't think I'm going to. We still have to get there. Do get there. At the very least, I think we'll come for these lows down here. Tap into that daily bullish order block. But I'll add it anyways. Yeah, so back to the hourly. So we're looking. What got me in that trade was this, well, we have an inverse on hourly. That's one. Five candle run down, run up into this fair value gap here to balance this fair value gap. Also, the displace below this low here. And so that's right for it to come up. Then we went to this new week opening gap right here at the high. And going lower, looking on the five, we had a inverse fair value gap on the five at the high, premium on this new week opening gap. So like see us move lower. This does qualify as a breakaway gap. So which takes us down here to this newly opening gap, right? At 410. So ideally 410 should be where I should have my stop loss. So I'll just move it there. It's 100 something points. So, it's our target. Not 100 points, but 50 points. So this is the breakaway gap. I'll just put this guy here. And currently right now we're at one standard deviation of that in concert with the previous day high. So not looking to add anything on. Didn't go full size on this one, given the time of day it was. So just being mindful. Hey, hey, I'm doing fine. How about yourself? My weekend, relaxing. How was yours? Yeah, had a good weekend. Okay, okay. Yeah, you see my screen? Yeah, I'm in this short. Um, Wait, what screen do you see? You see Top Step right now, right? Yeah, this is the short that I'm in. Um, I'll explain why over here. Oof, got a lot going on here. Um, Ideally, well, starting off on the 4 hour, we have a change in state of delivery on the 4 hour right here, right? And doing what I do best. So that's one thing that we have on the 4 hour. So this means we're bearish. I don't know for how long, but at least short term on the higher time frame. Also, we have a breakaway gap right up here. But we still have 36 minutes for this to be confirmed. So what I would like to see, also ICT mentions that 76% of the time, any gap that is formed is usually closed in the first 30 minutes of the opening range or after the bell opens. So that will be down here. This is previous days close right here. So I at least want to see it come down here to the low of this new week opening gap. That's the 4 hour. The hourly, we have an inverse up here again where that change in state of delivery took place. A bunch of, well, this is an unmitigated fair value gap. Also could be viewed as a breakaway gap, right? And then we have all these standard deviations just pointing us in the same direction, which is this new day opening gap down here, these swing lows down here, and this new day opening gap. So I believe that's a valid target for us to try to reach for. So that's why I went into the short. On the 5 minute, kind of like the same thing. New to a inverse for value gap again, right in here, then going down lower. But what's interesting about this is that we have this fair value gap here on the 15 and this down leg right here, and bodies kind of failed to inverse it. It went up, wicked up, but it failed to inverse it. So to me, that indicated weakness. And then we had this 5 minute change in state of delivery here, which, you know, it tested once, failed to inverse this, and then it just failed to support it. So that is a bearish tendency, and I believe that that is gonna send us lower. Um, and kind of the same on hourly too. This fair value gap on hourly, right? Failed to inverse it, and now we're about to put a hopefully a body over this swing low down here. So we'll see. Still got 30 minutes left. So that's why I went into for a short. That's why I went into for a short today, this morning. And then ES is doing the same thing too. ES is oof. Another inverse here on the 15 for ES. That looks good. So it looks like ES is gonna beat us here. It's gonna beat us to the punch. Ooh, we also have this huge fair value gap on ES that it's gonna go to. So we had external range liquidity. Now it's time for internal range liquidity, which is right down here. I don't see any breakers, for us to say this is the high we'll go. There's no breakers, low, high, higher, low. If anything, that would be like S&Ts. Not any S&Ts, no S&Ts. So it's my target for ES, this fair value gap, and Q. See what we get. Hopefully this new day open gap down here is my target. And that's the AM session for me. Look at this, failed to. While buyers respecting consummate crushment of this new week opening gap. Real good, real good, real good. So, so we'll see how this short goes. What are you looking at today? And tariffs, tariffs, Trump's tariffs. Hmm. Market is open. Yeah, over here is a 15. What's up? Yeah, humans, human beings. What what did she do? Yeah, she's still doing that? Oh yeah, I mean, I don't frequent I don't frequent her chat often, only when I'm bored. Yeah, I mean, if you want to look at it together, we can do that, but as far as me, I don't. That's right. Okay. Does he answer your questions? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. I haven't seen a drop like that in a while. Went back in April. It's crazy, right? Beats me. Beats me. I don't know. Yeah, I got stopped out on my long position or my short position. My short position got stopped out. Yep. Well, actually, I'm still in it. No, no, not in profit. Actually, didn't hit yet. Hasn't hit yet. Yeah, it hasn't been hit yet. It's about to though. Good question. No, I killed the position. Killed the position. I want to see if we can inverse this on the 15. I want to see if we can inverse this here on the 15. Yeah. Uh, I don't know if I could change that quickly, but I'll be willing to like listen to what you have to say. Right. Right. That's fair. So have you found that method? Right. No, I definitely hear you. I definitely hear you. Yeah, that's the holy grail. I mean, for me, it isn't the technical. Well, if you look at all my trades, okay, I'll admit something to you. Give me like 5 minutes. I gotta run to the washroom really quickly. Then I'll tell you, okay? All right, thank you. Hey, so I mean, my problem, or not problem, rather my opportunity, like the opportunity that you seek, my opportunity, like the opportunity that you seek, with what you told me. It's uh it's not related to information. It's nothing technical about reading charts or anything like that. It's more so the mindset that I bring to trading, right? It's the mindset I bring to trading. One of the things that I appreciate from ICT is he says if you're tired, you're sad, you're angered, don't trade because that's going to interfere with your decision making, and we're more prone to be impatient and revenge trade. Whereas if you come in with a different attitude that thinks with probabilities, that is patient and can read price action when things are either going against them or when things are going for them, and be okay with any outcome that they get. That is what I want. That is what I need. That is what I desire. Because all of my trades, all of my losses have been because of revenge trading. All of my losses. All of them. Every single last one of them. It isn't because I didn't know what I was doing or I can't read the market like I did this morning and like I did last week Friday. Two good examples. It's just today it didn't hit my stop loss, which is fine. But the bottom line is if I'm able to keep myself calm, thinking probabilities, and be neutral to the outcome, it's game over for me. It's game over. But I want to know, what is it that you see? What setup is gonna get you that? So you're in his course. You like signed up in his course. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely want I want to see. Yeah, I didn't. If you're so I want to see it. Let's see it. How about? Well, the thing is, I was looking at one of his videos maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I looked at one from the time that we were looking at him together, and he has helped my higher time frame understanding out tremendously. And let me tell you that, but you more than anyone else. So what he showed a couple of weeks ago was a bit different than what I watched with you last year. And I have to say, what I saw last year, I like that much better than what I saw now because now he's using like these concepts that, well, here's the thing with ICT, because he's kind of silly. He says, you don't know enough to teach my stuff. Then he says, you haven't found a model yet that works for you. And if you do find that model, why can't you teach it to somebody else? Right? Like that's contradictory. That's contradicting. And that's one of the things I don't appreciate rate about him. So with that said, he has his model, he has his foundation of understanding, and he uses words and phrases that don't align with ICT. And that's where the disconnect happens. And that all boils down to psychology. Okay. My, yeah, I hear you. Mm-hmm. How so? So you're in his private. Does he have a Discord? What's that like? What's the traffic like there? Blinders. Yeah, blinders. Yeah, me too. I agree with you on that one. 100%. 100%. When are you gonna do that? Inverse fair value gap. He doesn't talk about them? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Why not? See, I like that about you. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta show me these things. I don't know them. What? So he doesn't talk about time. Yeah. Really, really. I thought it was futures. Mm. Hmm. Today, kind of like right now. I mean, I jumped into this position uh down here because we were 15 minute. This is a deep discount, bullish for the block down here. And then I did some projection on the 5. And then we have this fair value gap right here, right? And then we got so I got in, I just pressed the button right down here as the minute was switching because of where we were running into. So I got in at 82, OT's at 89, so that's a 7 point difference. That's fine with me. And then we got an inverse fair value gap on the one. We got an inverse here. Yeah, down here. So this is more reason why I want to go long. So stop loss will be below here. Take profit ideally will be at this 15-minute bearish order block. But now we have this bearish order block right here that we failed to, break away from. And so now we're retracing back into this range here. And we have a small little fair value gap down here. Now these are just points, right? These are just points. This is the first presented fair value gap on the day, right here. Well, okay, so where would I put it? I don't, yeah, right now we're at 20 points and I don't know exactly where I would put it technically speaking. So, yeah, so like right here, it can wick down into it. That's possible and wick down into it. And so, yeah, I just well to close in profit, to close in profit, you mean? So so here's the thing about that. So today's range, we don't have a lot of points that we can make. So to me, if I have to go down to the 1 minute like this to find something, which I do anyways, with the range like today, that means I cannot go full leverage. I cannot go full size. The most I can go in this situation is like 10% of my normal size, which would be one or two micro contracts. Okay? So that means that I can continue to have my stop loss where it was at because I'm only risking $20, right? Because the range in points that we're moving is very tight. So I'm risking 10 points, $20. Not bad. And then with that said, my take profit can be 50 points. It can be 50 points, but I have to be willing to stay in a trade for a very long time, which means I have to get up and walk away. I can't put a full position size on and get up and walk away. I'm not there yet. I'm still working on that, so that's why I would go like with a smaller size in this situation. 10 micros, one mini or two minis. Yeah, right now it is. It looks like I stopped out of this account. I was long in Top Step, but I got in. I didn't get in down here in Top Step. I got in like around here, right? I got in after after we inversed this, I think. That's where I got in at because I want to see more confirmation. And so I moved my stop loss up here. It was too tight. I should have kept it a little bit lower because this is that first presented fair value gap that we just came to almost three times, and now we're moving up higher. So I don't know. I think we could trade days like this. We just have to be realistic about our profit potential. It's like, hey, you're gonna be in this trade a long time. You know what happens when you're in trades for a long time. Is it worth? Nah, it's not worth it. And then we walk away. But yeah, I'm done for the day. I'm not trading anything. My money's still being transferred to my other account, so that hasn't been done yet. So you're gonna take off? All right, that's cool. Let's talk tomorrow. All right, take care.